Happy freaking Wednesday, everybody, from coast to coast, from sea to shining sea. But we're right here in the Mile High, next to the Rockies, the great city of Denver. It is, in fact, the Spyderco capital of the world, and that is not Taiwan. And today I'm excited because I get to spend it with you fine folks. That's right. I'm pretty stoked. It's Wednesday is one of my favorite days of the week because Wednesday is live stream day. I know many of you guys are hungover from Blade Show. Some of you guys spent a little too much time in the pit. Yeah. It's not Vegas, right? What happens in the pit will follow you home. It's been confirmed. Not that I've been, allegedly. Regardless, I'm excited. I've released a few videos lately. I feel like I've gotten back on the horse. There was a week there where I was just kind of a bit slow on the uploads. I was in a weird spot. Like I had stuff to make, I didn't have stuff to make. I'm planning a lot more Steel Snobs episodes. Before I was doing Steel Snobs like maybe once a month, once every couple of months. I was really keeping it low key. And that was because I had a lot of review units to get through. But I'm going to be trying to do Steel Snobs 2 to 3 times a month. Excuse me. I just had dinner. It has been, without a shadow of a doubt, the most popular type of content that I make. It is the most consistently watched content that I make. People watch more Steel Snobs than any other content, period. I'd like to think that my reviews are at least okay. I'd like to think so. But the proof is in the pudding, and I love making them. I can't make a Steel Snobs episode very quickly though. And I mentioned that. I know you guys know that. I guess that's why people like them, because they have research behind it. I put a lot of effort into editing and making it enjoyable and fun and easy to watch and easy to listen to. So there's that. But the writing's on the wall. I need to do more Steel Snobs episodes. And so while I'm working on reviews, I'm always researching stuff. Now, you guys might be shocked to learn this. So we did a poll in the last live stream, and I said, what Steel Snobs content would you like to see next? And I had K390, I had S90V versus MagnaCut, I had the best budget steel, and then are super steels even real? And the winner in that poll was K390. But I went ahead and posted that same poll, the same exact poll, on my community tab on YouTube, and predominantly it came back S90V versus MagnaCut, like by a large margin. So that's probably what we're going to do the next one on. I want to give the people what they want. Speaking of giving the people what they want, I've got plenty of shout outs. Shout out to Mr. Groundfog, the first person in the chat. What's up, Groundfog? Welcome into Crazy Roach. Thanks for being a channel member. Marco, Kaleidoscope of Knives, Alicord Paracord in the house. My man Jim Miller is holding it down. We got My Journey EDC. Ed B, thanks for being a channel member. Oh, yeah. Welcome into JKP. Thank you for being a channel member. JKP says raisins on sugar cookies is a thing my grandmother did. You know, I don't like raisins, but I would eat the sugar cookies. I would. I know there's plenty of people out there that are like, you cannot take the raisins off the grandma's sugar cookies. I would do it stealthily and respectfully, but I would remove the raisins all the same. Welcome into Mark Parks. Thanks for being a channel member. The Night's Edge says, doing a few things, may miss the live, but wanted to drop in just in case and say, wazza, and like it. Yeah, Spartan, kick the like button. Let YouTube know that we're here and we're live, baby. It's Wednesday. It's 8:05 Mountain Standard Time. Super excited to be here, guys. I don't know if you can tell. Kaleidoscope and Knives says, have a great night all. Time to lay my ass down and dream of raisins masquerading as chocolate chips on Rolo's cookies. Why have raisins become a thing? I don't understand. Like, you know what? Maybe I understand a little bit. It reminds me of when said Stevie let it be known that he didn't like pickles. The poor man gets blasted with pickle memes and pickle gifts and pickle everything. People send him pickles. And now it's the same with raisins. But yeah, good stuff. Sterling Stutes, welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. All right, I'm catching up, guys. Hey, welcome into Rob's Nerdy Knives. Guys, make sure you check out Rob's channel. Rob's killing it. Good to see you, Rob. And good to see the scales. The RG Custom Metalwork scales. They look delicious. They also look very, very expensive. They've been available for the last almost 48 hours now, and they look so good, but they are so expensive. And I think that's why they're still available. But they did a great job of saying, you know what, if you want it, put your money where your mouth is. Rob surely did. Those scales look divine. They look fantastic. All right. I'm trying to get down this list, guys. Oh, and shout out to Rob's Nerdy Knives for being a channel member for 2 months. Nice, man. Thanks for being a member for 2 months. He says, cool steel videos. Where do I enter the mod thing? The website, I will link it. Hold on. I'll pull up the link. It's an ungodly long link because I'm too cheap to pay for the website domain. I'm too cheap. My money goes elsewhere. But it is, hold on. It is actually, you know what? Check it. Here it is, guys. Here is the website. You can, and I will go ahead and pop the link in the chat. Boom. There it is. Now, if you go to the website and you want to enter the EDC Mod Mayhem competition that myself, Duties Daggers, and Knife Dope are putting together, and including the general community, so whether you're a content creator or whether you're a member of the community, if you just want to enter the community bracket, you can. You go here, and on the very front page, you'll see a big red button. It says, click here to submit your build. Here's what you do. Click on that button and it'll take you to this entry form. Yes, it is Google. It's a Google form. I created it. It's low rent, I know. But it's how we're doing it. Anyways, select what bracket you're joining. So Rob, you'd be joining the content creator bracket since you are a content creator. And then make sure to post a link to your channel. There's not a whole lot of benefits to joining the content creator bracket because we're only going to have prizes for the community. Sorry. But I am going to be linking to all the channels who decide that they want to join in this thing. I'll be using their channel links to give them some publicity. So you'll leave a link to your channel there if you're a content creator. Give us a name for your build, an email address. Let us know if we can send you email updates. Have I put together a newsletter yet? Not at all. Will I? I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see how many people join this thing. And then finally at the end, and you have to do this, you have to click on this add file and send me at least 2 pictures of your build. Do that. Do that, please. One of those pictures needs to include a handwritten timestamp. Those of you who sell knives on Reddit, you know what this is. A handwritten timestamp that basically has the name of your build and the date you are submitting it. And the reason why one of those pictures has to have that to qualify is because I know that there are some really clever people out there that are like, I'm just going to go on Instagram. I'm going to find someone else's really cool build and I'm going to enter this competition. We're going to win this thing. Not so fast, bucko. Not on my watch. No, you got to own this. You have to own the knife. You have to own it. Don't be submitting other people's work to try to join this competition. That's not how it's going to work. For the community bracket, for those of you who are going to join in on the community bracket side of things, the way it's going to work is we're going to show off everybody's builds on the 15th of July. That's when we are going to be holding the actual voting for the competition. And then myself, Duties Daggers, Knife Dope, and I think maybe even the Knight's Edge, we're going to vote on which ones, like, I think our top 6. And then the community will vote on who wins the community bracket based on the top 6 that we pick. And that way we don't have like someone winning by a margin of 1 or 2 votes because everyone votes for themselves and then there's no clear winner. So we're going to pick the top like 4, 5, or 6 or something like that. And then the community will at large vote on who has the best build out of that group of 6. For the content creator bracket, it's just going to be vote for whoever's build you think is the best. I'm not concerned about whether or not I'm going up against a bigger channel. I don't care. I know how you guys operate. You do not pull punches. If the build is junk, you're going to say that it's junk. If you think it's awesome, you're going to say that it's awesome. I know that. It's not a popularity contest. It's just clearly who has the most desirable build. So if you want to know how to enter, that's how you enter. I posted the link in the chat. Feel free to hit it up. I'm going to make some more subtle additions to the website. And then once I'm finished, I will, of course, publicize it. I will put it on my YouTube community tab. I will post it on Instagram. I'll post it everywhere. I'll do a big press release, as big as I can do. Until then, it is live. You can feel free to go ahead and submit. You can submit all the way up to July 10th. That is the cutoff date. I do actually, I just realized something. I do actually need to add another text box in here for describing your build. I thought it was good. Every time I turn around, I think it's done. I'm like, yes, it's done. And there's something else I need to do. Crazy time. All right, I'm going to get back to the chat. Thank you guys for hanging on while I went on my little tangent there. Delaney says Midway has AD15 and Oz 10 for $39. Damn. Are they still available? Let's find out. Midway. AD15. They're still available. There you go, guys. If you want an AD15 light, Oz 10 polished blade glass reinforced nylon, which Benchmade will try to convince you is like the best handle skill material ever. Spend $500 on this Benchmade. I have, but like, it's funny on my Benchmade videos. I try to be as unbiased as possible, and I give my honest opinion. And Benchmade fans don't like that. They're like, no, this glass reinforced nylon is the best handle scale material there is. Spend your $500. It's a decent handle scale material, but by no means is it premium, and it does not belong on any knife that costs over $100. I said what I said. I'm not taking that back. On a $40 knife, absolutely. Over $100, not a chance. Give me G10 at that point. You know what else? And I don't know if these are still available. I don't know if a run happened or not. I believe so. Check this out, guys. So every time I do a video on a Three Rivers manufacturing knife, people hit me up in the comments and they're like, I just wish that I could, like, they always sell out. They're always sold out. They are not always sold out. They just do these drops. They populate the website and they don't publicize it very well. And these knives will hang out here sometimes for days. And then like a channel will say, oh my gosh, they're available. And then they sell out. So I'm giving you guys the heads up. I'm giving you the heads up. If you want a titanium Three Rivers manufacturing knife, here you go. Check this bad boy out. Oh, it's out of stock. It was in stock earlier, I promise you that. But they do have it in the fat carbon, Arctic blue and white storm. That looks pretty cool. They also have the Holy Nerd. If you like a knife with a 2-inch blade, $340 for a 2.2-inch blade. If you live in a really restrictive area that has really restrictive knife laws, here you go. Californians will love this knife. Their knife laws are really bad. Not as bad as some places though. Let's see. I was seeing. Do they still have the lizards? So the titanium models, they seem to have sold out, except for the Holy Nerd. I'm not surprised. What about the Mike Erie grinds? Yeah, all the titanium stuff is gone. But they do have their regular. They do have their regular stuff. So you can get one with the custom Mike Erie grind. Like, for example, that's crazy cool. Contoured camo carbon fiber. Like, I think I prefer camo carbon fiber over fat carbon fiber. There, I said it. I like the fact that camo carbon fiber is made right here in the US of A and not imported from Europe. I love that. And I also like the designs that you get on camo carbon fiber. I like it has the same kind of aesthetic that I enjoy out of fat carbon, but it's local and it's usually the same price point too. So I think it's cool that they're doing those now. Hey, shout out to Ed B, channel member for 6 months. Happy 6-month anniversary, Ed. He says, Roll needs to eat raisins when I hit a year. Tell you what, you hit a year, and you can remind me. You can clip this if you want. You can remind me. If you hit a year, channel member, I will eat some raisins on the live stream. While I say thank you for being a channel member for a year, I will do that for you. I'll do that for you. I hate raisins. I will eat them for you, Ed, when you hit a year. Deal? All right. Feel free to keep the receipts. I know you will remind me. So Jim Miller says, Delaney, I'm out of the knife buying business for a while after Blade Show. Blade Show is really hard on knife enthusiast wallets. It really is. Hey, welcome into Evil E. Thanks for being a channel member. Oh, yeah. Loser, welcome in. He says, Shambo will be requiring a blood and urine sample. You mean for the EDC Mod Mayhem submission form? Please don't send me your blood nor your urine. I want neither. All right. Catching up. Loser says, I was looking for a titanium scales for my $15 Citivian, but apparently they don't upgrade. Yeah, it's really hard to find aftermarket stuff for imported knives. I'll say that. You know, with of course, you know, there being an exception for 80/20.5s. There we go. Sorry, had a bit of a brain freeze there. Yeah, what you can do though, find some good custom scale makers on Instagram, like Shepherd CC. Shepherd CC on Instagram is amazing. He does custom work all the time. You could also reach out to High Grain Designs and be like, hey, I have this knife. How much would it cost for you to do a one-off for this knife? Now, the problem is that if you're looking at doing that on, say, like a cheaper knife, you know, like a $25 knife, chances are your custom scales are going to be exponentially more expensive than you actually paid for the knife. So, is it a lost cause? Maybe. I will leave that up for you to decide. Hey, welcome into Craig Vincent. He says, I bought that new Ned Foss folder today. I hope you enjoy it. Alicord Paracord says, I did meet Knife Dope on Sunday. Nice. I'm guessing you met him at Blade Show. John Blackman, welcome in. Thanks for being a channel member. He says, I'll eat Raisin Bran Crunch for you, Shambo. Taking one for the team. What a champ, John. What a champ. Thank you. Or should I say condolences? I mean, I guess it depends on whether or not you like raisins. Welcome into Daniel Finger. Thanks for being a channel member. He says, what's the good word? The good word is there is available TRM knives on their website. Go check them out. Do it. People always talk about how they're always sold out. They're not sold out. They're available. TRM. I'm gonna tone down the music for a second so that I can be heard loud and clear when I say this. I love the fact that TRM keeps pushing the mold on American-made knives and the quality of those knives. Yes, we have plenty of American-made knife companies that do titanium. For example, American Blade Works. They do titanium and they do an adequate job. The level of fit and finish that TRM does is next level. I'm going to repeat that. The level of fit and finish that Three Rivers Manufacturing does is next level. And I'm really excited because I'm going to be checking out another piece from them relatively soon. So keep your eyes peeled for that. Am I going to tell you what it is? No. You'll just have to wait and find out. But it's coming. Weston Davis says Shepard CC and Scott Lacey are wizards with the scales. Yeah. Shepard CC is responsible for me doom scrolling on his Instagram for hours. I spend so much time looking at his work. It's so good. I haven't actually checked out Scott Lacey yet. I will change that. I will actually check them out. Ali Cord says Naftastic does custom scales too. I'm gonna have to check that out. I didn't know that. Hey, and shout out to Pocket Razors for the $5 super. He says, speaking of raisins, anyone see an oatmeal raisin cookie I left around? There's no oatmeal raisin cookies here. I don't keep them in the house. The one that you sent, my wife really loved that one, by the way. She ate that and she enjoyed it. She thought it was great. I ate all the peanut butter cookies, which is why I am now going back to the gym. I was going to the gym solidly for like 6-7 months, multiple times a week. I'd say like 3-4 times a week I was going to the gym. And then I stopped because it was the beginning of the year and it was impossible to get anywhere in the gym because all of the resolutionists were like, I'm going to go to the gym this year. And they made it tough. I couldn't find parking. I couldn't use the machines I wanted to use. I had to wait in line for the treadmill. And so I put a freeze on my gym membership for 3 months. Like, I'm not putting up with this baloney. And the freeze is over. It was a 3-month freeze. I feel fat. I know I'm not fat, but I feel like that because I was doing really well going to the gym for 7 months. So now I've started going back to the gym, and I will be doing that directly after the live stream tonight. I'll be going to the gym, and I'm telling you guys to hold myself accountable. Yeah, going to the gym again tonight. Thank you for your generosity, Pocket Razors. Thank you for the $5 super. Hey, welcome into Kevin Smith and Knives. Thanks for being a channel member. He says, I have my first one on the way. Adam with the titanium contoured scales.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Damn, that is a sexy piece. Let's ogle the knife that he has on the way. Did you get the one with the custom Mike Erie grind? Asking for a friend. This is the one, right? Yeah, that's sexy. That's hot. I love the milling that they did on those scales. This contoured lizard skin milling is next level. It's also $440, which is not cheap. It's not. It's still less expensive than the scales on Rob's new knife. The RG Custom Metalworks. Rob, sorry. I just have to poke. I just have to poke at you a little bit because I wish those scales were on my knife. That looks really, really good. Really good. So congrats, man. That's pretty awesome. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up with the chat, so hang tight. Loser says, quit trying to stir up trouble. You know what? You guys can have fun with that. I mean, if you want to stir up trouble in the chat, go for it. Ed B says, Roll ate it. I most certainly did not. I would promise you, I did not eat the oatmeal raisin cookie. I ate the berry cobbler cookie, which is arguably not a cookie, depending upon who you ask, but it's a cookie. I had most of the peanut butter cookies. Don't judge me. No, I did not eat the oatmeal raisin cookie. The wife loved it. She loves oatmeal raisin cookies. Not me, though. Hey, welcome into Fluffy Delgado. Thanks for becoming a connoisseur and collector. We threw in an extra air horn. I've been more conservative with those lately. I don't throw them around as often. I've learned that the more you do something, the less it means. And so I'm saving the air horn more than I used to. Hey, welcome into Todd Carr. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being a channel member. Loser says, sexy. Dear Lord Shambo, do you need a moment alone? No. I don't think so. Not yet anyways. I mean, I suppose I could just go back and start looking at these textured, contoured scales. Honestly, I think the Neutron 2 might actually have the Atom beat. Personal opinion. I do wish that they did this with a titanium pocket clip though. Like, that is a steel pocket clip. Let's see real quick. Did they actually sell the titanium pocket clip replacement for that? They do. They do. What? Neutron Classic also fits Neutron 2. This is the Neutron 2. What's the difference? Oh, I see it. It's the bend. Why am I asking? No reason. Nothing to see here. But that answered a question for me. It really did. Honestly, I think the Neutron 2 with the DLC might actually have the Atom. Might edge it out as far as what I prefer. And that's all I'm going to say. Will S says, thoughts on the Micro Jimbo S30V seems sort of unexciting for the blade, but then I remember it's a small convenient blade, not hard use, and a 15V with Brown G10 is on the way soonish. Micro Jimbo, I'll be honest, it's not a Spyderco that gets my blood pumping. But then again, Spyderco has this weird way of doing things where they make these knives that are not as visually appealing from the outset as you think they are. And then you get them in hand and you fall in love, and all of a sudden your opinion starts to change. You know, that's kind of how I felt about the Spyderco PM2. I love the Yojimbo 2. Yojimbo 2 is one of my favorite Spydercos, period. I regret selling the one that I had, but I had to. I will get another Yojimbo 2. The Micro Jimbo is a great option for someone that wants a smaller knife or that needs a more convenient carry. And for that reason, I will say that while it might seem unexciting, I have a feeling that as far as small knives go, it's really good, and it's going to compete with knives like the Little Native. So if you're someone that likes the Little Native and you like knives that are in that size bracket, I think that you should absolutely try it, or should at least consider it. Have I tried one? No, not yet. There's a lot of Spydercos that I want to get. That is one of them, but it's not at the top of the list. Not yet anyways. I'm sure that we will get there eventually. Hey, shout out to Chef Rocky, channel mod in the house, channel member too. Rocky, what's up, man? Welcome in. Good to see you. Anyways, it's been way too long. What did I carry today? In the pocket today was this guy. This is the Petrified Fish Victor, and I'm going to call it the premium version because even though it's not technically super premium, like we're talking aluminum and 154 cm, it's still more premium than the micarta and K110 that the original version was. And guys, I've got to say, the aluminum feels just like titanium, and it looks just like titanium because it has this titanium coating. These handle scales are contoured, so they feel fantastic. The action is just as good. 154 cm is a great all-around steel. It's kind of like D2 if D2 was rust resistant. 154 cm is great. Love this knife. Ever since it came in, it has not left my pocket. And I wanted to carry this one today and show it off in the live stream and say thank you. Because I would not have been able to get this without you guys. Funds earned from the channel purchased this knife, and for that I thank you. It's not the most expensive knife in the world. It's a $70 knife, but it is really, really good, and it's one that I really enjoy. I'll be carrying it a lot. So shout out to the channel members, shout out to the subscribers, to the people who donate, to the people that do super chats, who do gifted memberships. You guys all help make this channel possible. I'm behind the camera, but without your support, it would not be possible. And yeah, would I recommend a Petrified Fish Victor with the aluminum setup with the 154 cm? Yeah, absolutely. 100%. It's a nice in-between knife where it's nice enough where you want to show it off, and but it's not so nice that you don't feel bad about jabbing it into something or cutting up some cardboard or putting it to work. And for that reason, I would say absolutely this one is a winner. So thank you everybody for making that possible, and check one of these out. I think that you will enjoy it, especially if you like Bowie style blades. It's really, really good. All right, so that's what I carried today. Let's see what everybody else carried. We're going to head on over to the channel members only Discord. The members only Discord. Oh, that's right. So every month I'm going to have a live stream where I open up some invitations, where I put out a limited invite link, where the link will be good for up to 5 people to join the members only Discord. So it gives people an opportunity to join the members only Discord without being an actual channel member. I think that most people in this live stream have been a channel member at least once or at some point. So I don't feel bad about doing this for some reason, because YouTube has my account listed as a brand. It's called a brand account, which is really weird. It's this old account type from like 15 years ago or something that they don't even have anymore. But because that's when I created my YouTube account, that's what it counts as. They don't let brand accounts gift out memberships. So I can't gift memberships, but what I can do is gift out 5 spots for 5 people to join the members only Discord. I think most people that want to join are in here, but in case you're not, I'm going to go ahead and post one of those links in the chat. Hold on. I always forget how to do this at the last moment. Invite people. Cool. and we're going to say the link never expires, but it has a max number of uses. That max number of uses is 5 uses. So here it is. We're going to generate a new link. Boom. This is going to be good for the first 5 people that want to join the members only Discord. And we're going to go ahead and send it in 3, 2, 1, go. There you have it, guys. You have an opportunity to get into the members only Discord. What's going on over here? Pocket checks, hang out and chat. We've got the knife yard sale. Good stuff going on over here. Really good stuff. I thought I don't know what's going on. I should also have a channel for recently released videos. Maybe I deleted that on accident. I don't know. That's what happens when you click around. You click on stuff. You delete stuff by accident. Anyways, this is also where I house my Steel Snobs comparison sheet, which I have also posted a screenshot of Dr. Laren Thomas saying, yes, you can use my knife steel ratings in your tool and provide it to people on your members only Discord. I've got the man's blessing. So there you have it. So if you ever wanted my knife steel comparison sheet, it's on the members only Discord. This is where it's housed. It's housed here because it's free file hosting and I don't have to worry about it. It's here for those who want it. For everyone who doesn't care, that's totally okay. I feel like I've got stuff that's disappearing. What happened? What happened? I just watched a text channel disappear out of nowhere. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Maybe somebody in here is actually listed as a moderator that shouldn't be. Anyways, what is going on? All right. Well, hopefully they don't at least delete. If there's, what is going on here? Well, interesting. All of my Discord channels have gone bye-bye, except for the Pocket Check channel. Hopefully they don't delete this one before we can at least do some pocket checks. If I have to rebuild this sucker, I will. It'll be that easy. We'll just rebuild it. Let's go ahead and check this out though. So starting off with, where's today? Today is the 12th. Here we go. Chris Waris got the Hogue. He said it's a Hogue kind of day. We got a couple decas right there. Looking good. Or the Hogue RSK and a Hogue Deca. Very nice. Knife Plebe coming in hot with the Civivi. It's not an Elementum, is it? Knife Plebe. Which Civivi is that? I should know that one. I probably have that one. I feel dumb that I don't recognize that off the top. Ed has the TPK Penguin as seen through the bottom of an empty beer glass. Nice, man. I like the aesthetic. And hold on. Shout out to Chef Rocky with the 10 gifted memberships. Dude, thank you, man. So generous. So generous. Thank you. And congratulations and welcome into the new connoisseurs and collectors of all things sharp and shiny. Although I know that for some of you guys, it's more of a welcome back. Kevin Smith and Knives says there is 6 of them. Roll 6 of them. I'm sorry, I am unsure what you're referring to. Six of what? I'm probably reading that comment late. Mark P's got the, what is that? That's a Surge Trope with a Satsu Dave hologrind. Oh, nice. Yeah. Looks great. I bet that's super slicey now, too. Jim Miller's coming in hot with the Precision Knifeworks Worn Tack. Looking really good. He's got the CRKT SPEW and the Finch Abalone McCoy. That's what it is. Very nice. And of course, that beautiful scenic background. You know I love it. Absolutely. The Knight's Edge, he's carrying the Spyderco Indela in titanium and Damascus, VG10, and an empty Coors. Don't carry around an empty Coors bottle. Nice knife though. It looks beautiful. Craig Vincent, he's got, that's a cold steel. Which cold steel is that? It's cold steel for sure. And a fly fishing rod, man. Looks great. Craig Vincent's living the good life. Autumn Wind coming in with the Berg Blade Sweeney and the Surge Slip 5. Very nice. Kevin Smith, he's got, ooh, look at that. The Brian Brown Jaeger M and the new Civivi X1. It's like the Jaeger and the Jaeger's less expensive cousin. I'll be very honest with you. I actually think that the X1 has a better looking blade profile. I prefer the Fuller, and I have a feeling that the action is probably better too. I'm going to call a spade, guys. When I had the Jaeger V3, I loved it because it was very well made. It was one of those knives I ended up selling ultimately because even though it was very well made, the action was never quite what I wanted. It always felt a little bit muted. Very well made knife, beautiful knife, very purpose built. Effectively useful pocket art that you could use as a tool. That's what the V3 is to me. The X1 is cool because it's a more aggressive blade. I am curious about that jimping. That jimping looks like it would probably be uncomfortable, but maybe it's not. This is one that I need to check out. I love that it's a budget knife in Nitro V, and that's actually the one that I would go for too, with the ivory with the shadow box screen liners. Yeah. I think that looks fantastic. Oh, did I miss the drop down? There they are. I thought the channels were getting deleted. I was watching them disappear. I'm dumb. It's okay. It's been a long day. It's been a long week. It's been a long year. And I'm still not super versed in Discord. Good to know that they're there. Of course they're in a drop down. Of course. My Journey EDC is carrying the king of all pyrites, the CJRB pyrite in S90V. Yes. Looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Chef Rocky coming in with this. Rocky, why do you do this to me, man? Why do you do this to me? The very first picture, I'm looking at that like, look at all that. Is that Zerkat's eye? Looks like Zerkat's eye. I don't know what that is. I just know that that is gorgeous. More contoured milled titanium. I don't know what that is either, but it's also gorgeous. It's Timothy Chalet, right? That's how you say it. Is it Timothy Chalet? I might be getting that wrong. That's super high end. That's boxing above my weight class. I'll be completely honest. Like I have not bought a knife that costs that much yet. I'm pretty sure that is a multiple $1,000 knife, if I'm not mistaken. How much was that? Let the good people know, Rocky. How much is this guy right here and this guy up here? This, of course, is the Remet Swordfish, which is a knife that I intend to check out at some point. At some point, I will check out the Swordfish. I'm not familiar with this one. This is the... Yeah, I don't know what that is. Looks like a good survival knife, though. The Kronos. Not familiar with that one either. Is that the Devo Buzz? Yeah. Then we've got the Kunwu Chad. Very nice. Very nice. Chalet Knives or Shellet. Is it Shellet or Chalet? I need to find out. All right. I've let the chat get away from me. We're going to go ahead and catch back up with the chat. Hold on. Hold on. You know what? I'm just going to scroll to the bottom. Sorry if I missed your message, guys. I will catch up with you. Welcome into Be Devious. If I didn't say hi, good to see you, man. Let's see. He says, Rob, your new video on that Para 3 build with those amazing scales. The scales are, I'll say this, guys. Yes, the scales for that knife, the RG Custom Metalworks scales that Rob installed on that Para 3, yes, they're expensive. Those are like a $500 set of scales, but they are contoured, they are milled, they are limited. You can never discount exclusivity. But they make the Para 3 look like an instant grail. They do. They do. So I can understand why people buy them. I really wanted a set. I don't have $500. It is what it is. Watch City Knives, welcome in, man. Thanks for being a channel member. He says Rob's from Rob's Nerdy Knives is the Mr. T of the knife community. Hashtag bling bling, hashtag iced out. I see it now. He pities the fool. Chef Rocky says, look at my haul. Okay, that's a custom knife factory knife. That's beautiful. Nice. $550. $600. $40. $250. $550. All right. So I'm assuming that this first one is the $650 one, right? $250. Is that this one? Or is that this one? Okay, so I think I got it mixed up. This one is 600 here at the top. This one is 250? Really? Chalet Knives. There's no way. There's no way. Okay, we're going to look this up. Chalet Knives. Shellet. I'm probably absolutely mispronouncing the name of this. Don't you just love when they have when their website has like no real information and it's just a photo album? I like those scales. I like the milling work on those scales. That blade shape is, I'll tell you what, this knife would piss people off purely for blade to handle scale ratio. I don't care about blade to handle scale ratio, but some people are like, oh, look at how short that blade is in comparison to those handles. If that bothers you, I understand. It doesn't bother me, but the amount of feeling that people put into that on blade to handle scale ratio really makes me laugh. Knife Dope is one of those people who hates knives that have short blades and long handles. As long as it's well made, it gets the job done, it has good balance. I'm not going to hate on a knife with bad blade to handle scale ratio. Like, for example, love this guy, the Kaiser Holdra. Blade to handle scale ratio is not that bad, but people act like it's the worst. Fantastic knife, this. And that one looks cool. I don't care what anybody says. That's pretty sweet. Well, I did not find out any useful information on their website. Apparently the maker is a full-time deputy sheriff with the Harris County Sheriff's Department, working in motorcycle section, yada yada. Okay, so it's like a side hustle, passion project. Can you, I mean, they don't look like they're available anywhere. Look, does he only sell at Blade Show? Man, this is why I can't go to Blade Show, guys. If I go, I'm going to need to be disciplined. Instead of carrying a pocket full of cash, when I go, I will carry a pocket full of discipline. And instead of looking to take a whole bunch of knives out of Blade Show, I will be looking to take a whole lot of experiences. When I go, I will probably use that as an opportunity to talk to a lot of people, to go up to a lot of booths. I'll make a lot of content. That's what I'll use my time at Blade Show doing. Because I look at hauls like this and I'm like, there's no way. Like, I would have no self-control. That is beautiful, man. Beautiful haul. Absolutely gorgeous. All right, going back to the chat. Rob's Nerdy Knife says, I pity the fool. Just kidding. No, I gave up on probably a grill at the Atlanta Blade Show because of those scales. There were 1 or 2 knives I think I would have given up the scales for. It's an instant grail, though. It's an instant grail. Those scales make your Para 3 an instant grail. There's no argument. Like, I think they're still available too. RG Custom Metalworks. Are they still available or did they sell out already? They're still available. All right. So check this out. I'm going to tell you why that these scales make your Para 3 an instant grail. This is a video, this is an opinion I'd love to give over a regular video, but since I'm not going to be able to buy these scales anytime soon, I might as well go ahead and give you my opinion on them right now. These are incredible. They look incredibly well made because look at all the contouring that happens even from just the pocket clip. And then you have the micro milling lines inside the milled hex pattern, which looks great. They left the titanium unfinished, which gives it a really shiny look. It gives it a raw look that is stunning. The edges are beautifully chamfered as well. That looks great. Contoured handle scales have a rounded effect. For those who might not know, I'll say this. And especially when you put that on a pocket clip with the screws reverse set in so that you can't see the pocket clip screws. I bet the ergos on that are nothing but pure money. I bet you they are perfection. The pocket clip looks amazing. The handle scales look amazing. The finish looks great. I get it. I totally get it. Do I wish that these cost like $150 less? Yes. But you buy a set of these and your Para 3 is an instant grail. You can quote me saying that. Instant grail. And it looks like you could probably add some other tasteful mods too, in case you have any money left after buying these. You could get some rock scale designs, titanium screws, and probably a titanium backspacer too, although I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure if that would work or not because the rock scale titanium backspacers have the lanyard tube pre-installed, and RG Customs, when you buy these, they send you their own lanyard tube. So I'm not sure if you could replace that if you wanted to put in, say, like a rock scale backspacer, but that's what I would do. I know that Knife Dope also bought a set of these scales. I think he did it just to spite me because he knew that I wished that I could buy these scales. And he's like, hey, check out my invoice for this. Thanks, Dick. He knows. But these scales are gorgeous. And huge congratulations to anybody who's able to get in on these, because like, I don't know what scales are out there that look remotely as well made as these. Is the value there? Only you can decide. That's going to be a very, very limited thing. Valhalla, $550. Damn. Watch City Knives says, does anyone's wife approve of spending hundreds or thousands on knives? Respectfully, I'm going to plead the fifth. Short answer is, yeah, I'm going to plead the fifth. Miranda Rain says, those scales make your Para 3 instantly a Sabenza. I mean, at that point, you'll have spent more on that than you would have spent on a Sabenza. So I would say that, you know, if that's the justification, you better already have a Sabenza, because if you really want one, you can have a Sabenza for less. Ed B says, gorgeous scales for an ugly blade. Ed B is such a Spyderco hater. It's okay, Ed. You know what? Maybe when you hit the 1 year member anniversary, I'll eat some raisins on the live stream while mailing you a Spyderco. And I know you'll love that Spyderco too. We can have a little swap-a-rooski. B Devious says, I'm so tempted those scales won't be around for a while. Yeah. They're extremely limited runs. RG Custom Metalworks is going to do a few more drops of these. They said they were going to try to do a couple runs, or a run every couple of weeks or so. So guys, that's one of those things where you kind of have to get in on it now, because the limited exclusive nature of these scales, they're not going to stick around. These are not Flightanium scales that'll be back in stock next month. This could be the only run that they ever end up doing of these scales. And that's it. Especially based on the fact that this latest release, they have not sold out. They did 5 sets on this one, and they're still available 48 hours later. Now, is that a long time for RG Custom Metalworks? I don't know. But if they don't sell well, then even at that point, yes, they might drop the price on the remaining sets. And I think a lot of people have their fingers crossed on that. I wouldn't, but plenty of people probably do. But they could get to the end of the run and just be like, nah, we're not doing it anymore. It costs too much to produce, costs too much for people to buy it. We'll go back to doing other scales. So if you want these, I'm going to say this. If you want these scales, seriously consider the fact that you might not be able to get them if you wait. Hey, shout out to Javon's Knife Flicks. Welcome in, brother. Good to see you, man. You guys know Javon. He's a staple of the knife community. Make sure you check out his channel if you haven't done so already. Check out his live streams. Check out his short form content. Some of the best short form content. What's up, Javon? Good to see you, man. He says, Javon says, howdy Rollshambo and howdy kids. Why are divorces so expensive? Because they are worth it. Damn. All right, let's see. Watch City Knives says, Miranda, you are one of the more understanding women. Someone is a lucky young man. there's not a whole lot of women in the knife community, but I have a theory that there are more women who are knife enthusiasts than we understand. They're just not as outspoken. That is my theory. I wouldn't be surprised to find out that there are actually several women in my live stream chat right now who just don't wish to have anything to do with making a big deal out of it. I would not be surprised to find out. But it would be nice to find out that there was more diversity in the knife scene. I'm just going to throw that out there. Hey, welcome into Tom McDonald. Good to see you, man. Thanks for being a channel member. All right, guys. We'll kill the music. We'll drop it back. We are getting to the end of the live stream. And yes, I know I could make it go a bit longer, but I've got to get to the gym. I'm committed to getting into some better shape, and I'm really excited about that. But there's absolutely no way that I could ever miss a live stream if I could help it. I wanted to take a moment and say thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for riding with the channel, for joining me on Wednesdays. The next live stream will, of course, be Saturday at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that's 8 p.m. Mountain, 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central, or 7 p.m. Pacific, or if you're in the great state of Colorado, 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you, everybody. That's all I've got for you tonight. I will catch you on the flip side.